Good morning students. Today we will discuss about di-nitrogen, that is N2. Now nitrogen gas is present in the atmosphere in the form of N2, that is di-nitrogen. Now commercially, if we want to obtain nitrogen gas, what we can do, we can fractional distillation of air, we will get nitrogen. Whereas in laboratory, if you want to prepare dinitrogen, it can be obtained by this reaction. Ammonium chloride plus sodium nitrite gives nitrogen plus water plus NaCl. On the other hand, if you want to get pure nitrogen, then thermal decomposition of barium azide or sodium azide will give pure nitrogen. Now the properties of nitrogen. Nitrogen is colorless, odorless, tasteless and non-toxic. There are two stable isotopes of nitrogen, N14 and N15, N14 being present in the major amount. Now nitrogen is inert at room temperature. Why it is inert at room temperature? Because of the high bond enthalpy of nitrogen-nitrogen bond. Now nitrogen undergoes important reaction, that is it combines with metals, especially the alkali metals, to form nitrites, and this reaction takes place where at a high temperature. For example, lithium combines with nitrogen to form lithium nitrite, magnesium combines with nitrogen to form magnesium nitrite. Another important reaction, that is Haber's process. What is Haber's process? That is the formation of ammonia. Nitrogen combines with hydrogen at a high temperature and high pressure to give ammonia. Another important reaction is that nitrogen combines with oxygen at a very high temperature to form an oxide of nitrogen, NO, and this is known as nitric oxide. Uses of nitrogen in the manufacture of ammonia. Liquid nitrogen is used as a refrigerant, and since nitrogen is inert, so wherever we have to provide inert atmosphere, we use nitrogen. Now next is ammonia. Ammonia is manufactured by Haber's process. Now this is very important. What is Haber's process? That commercially if you want to obtain ammonia, what reaction takes place? That nitrogen combines with hydrogen in the presence of catalyst. The catalysts are potassium oxide and aluminium oxide. What are catalysts? Catalysts are the substances which enhances or increases the rate of reaction. So in the presence of catalyst, and molybdenum acts as a promoter. Now this reaction, this formation of ammonia can be further enhanced by increasing the pressure and temperature, that is in accordance with the Le Chatelier's principle. Now according to Le Chatelier's principle, at high pressure and at high temperature the yield of ammonia increases. Now how this takes place? Since delta H for this reaction is negative, so high temperature will ensure that the reaction will go in the forward direction. And since in the product side we have 2 gaseous molecules and in the reactant side we have 4 gaseous molecules, so the reaction will take place in the forward direction if we increase the pressure. So this question usually comes that what are the conditions that are favorable for the production of ammonia? So there are 4 conditions, that is high temperature, high pressure, that is in accordance with the Le Chatelier's principle, then the presence of catalyst, that is K2O and L2O3, and molybdenum acts as a promoter. Now coming to the properties of ammonia, it is a colorless gas having a pungent smell, and the shape of ammonia is pyramidal. Since it shows sp3 hybridization, there is one lone pair of electron. Okay. Now nitrogen, since it is highly electronegative, it also shows hydrogen bonding, and because of the hydrogen bonding it has a higher melting point and a higher boiling point. Now ammonia is also basic in nature. Now ammonia in presence of water, it will give ammonium ion and hydroxide ion, because since hydroxide ion is released, it is basic in nature. Now because of the presence of the lone pair of electron, it acts as a Lewis base, and as a result this electron pair, it can be easily donated to the metal atom, and so reaction takes place. For example, we can say, take an example, that copper ion reacts with ammonia to form a copper complex. Another reaction is that silver chloride reacts with ammonia to form a ammoniated silver complex. Now next important topic is the oxides of nitrogen. Now there are basically three main oxides of nitrogen, that is N2O, then we have NO and NO2. These are the important oxides of nitrogen. Apart from these three oxides, what are the oxides that nitrogen forms? N2O, that is called nitrous oxide or laughing gas. Then we have NO, that is nitric oxide. N2O3, then we have NO2, nitrogen dioxide, which is brown in color. N2O4 and N2O5. These are the main oxides of nitrogen. No need to go in the details of how they are formed and all. Just you have to remember what are the main oxides of nitrogen and what are their characteristic properties. Now next is the oxo acids of nitrogen. Now what are oxo acids? Compound of nitrogen containing oxygen, hydrogen and nitrogen. That is, they form oxo acids. Now basically three types of oxo acids. Nitrogen forms three types of oxo acids: hyponitrous acids, nitrous acid and nitric acid. Out of these three, the important one is the nitric acid, about which we will discuss in detail. Now hyponitrous acid will be H2N2O2, nitrous acid HNO2 and nitric is HNO3. Now nitric acid is prepared by the Ostwald's process commercially. Now what is Ostwald process? The ammonia combines with nitrogen in the presence of platinum and rhodium. Now temperature is again high, 500 Kelvin. High pressure, we get nitric oxide first. This nitric oxide forms nitrogen dioxide, and this nitrogen dioxide then combines with water to give nitric oxide. Now this Ostwald process is important. Now properties of nitric acid: it shows it has a planar structure and it acts as a very strong oxidizing agent. And the most important thing is the reaction of metals with dilute nitric acid and with concentrated nitric acid will give different products. For example, copper combines with dilute nitric acid to give copper nitrate and NO, nitric acid, whereas with concentrated nitric acid, copper combines with concentrated nitric acids to give nitrogen dioxide, the gas having brown color. Another example is zinc combines with dilute nitric acid to give zinc nitrate plus this laughing gas N2O. Zinc combines with concentrated nitric acid to give zinc nitrate plus NO2. Again brown color gas is produced. Whereas some metals like aluminium does not react with concentrated HNO3 because of the formation of the passive layer of oxide on the surface. Now nitric acids also reacts with non-metals like iodine, sulfur, phosphorus, carbon, and in this case they forms like when it combines with phosphorus it will give phosphoric acid. When nitric acid combines with sulfur it will give sulfuric acid. When nitric acids combine with iodine, here we get oxo acids of iodine. Now uses of nitric acid: it is used in the manufacture of nitrates for fertilizers, and it is used in the preparation of nitroglycerin, TNTs, trinitrotoluene and other organic nitro compounds.